Old School is back. It is here. Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, is the game I'm going to be playing in this episode. So, a few weeks ago, one of my lovely subscribers asked if I'd take a look at all the Zelda games, so here we are. We did Zelda last time round, the first Legend of Zelda on the NES. This is the sequel, also on the NES. The first episode, I say episode, but the first time I was doing this mini-series, within a series kind of thing, was Link to the Past. So, after this, we have all three of the first trilogy, if you like. Even though it's not a trilogy. You know what I mean. We have them all covered. Oh, this brings back some memories. So, yeah, I played this back in the day. It's the first ever Zelda I've played. And... oh, that's right. Yeah. It's all flooding back. Memories are flooding back. Let's go into this town. Can I... yes, I was going to say, can I read the sign? So, Rauru. Oh, this is so, trying to think of the game. Also on the NES. Another game that I owned, actually. I always remember receiving it for my birthday, and that is Castlevania Simon's Quest. It's very similar, isn't it? That was actually the first Castlevania game I played as well. So, yeah. Not that that's got to do anything with this, but look at this dude. He looks like the guy from Biker Grove. Any of you people who live in the UK remember that TV show when we were kids? But anyway, I'm recording late at night again, guys. It's a Zelda thing. That's what I do. It's 12:30 or 25 minutes past midnight. Sorry, I know nothing. I did write down some review scores for you as well, so we'll be looking at them at some point in this. I'm just getting my bearings here. I was having a chat with my brother this morning, so as I'm recording this video, yeah, I was having a chat with my brother on the phone, and we were talking about Zelda games, old Zelda games, and he wasn't too keen on this. His memories of it, anyway, because it's a side-scroller. It does stand out from the rest, doesn't it, this game? I really like this game, because I think I'm right in saying the NPCs have their own stuff going on as well, and from time to time they'll tell you little stories about what they've been up to or where they might be going, and then I'm pretty sure you might catch them at later points in the game and at different places. And I just thought that was ahead of its time. It's... yeah, like I said before, some people just don't like this version of Zelda compared to the other games. But like I did say in, I think it was the Link to the Past playthrough, well, not playthrough, but the quick look I did of that for Old School. Oh, I remember this. Oh no. Yeah, this is difficult. But yeah, like I was saying before, there isn't a Zelda game I don't like. I don't think. Shall I just try and cheese this? Let's just go on a run. No, I'm not going to be able to do this. Am I... oh, what was that? I was so close, yet so far. So yeah, the next Zelda I'll take a look at for you guys will be Ocarina of Time, I think it's called. The N64 game. We don't need to do a Link to the Past because, like I've already said a few times, I've already done that. And that is an incredible game, The Return of Ganon. Oh, I remember that screen. I think you get that screen in the first game as well, don't you? This is okay. This is held up pretty well. It still looks decent graphically. Music's amazing. And... I mean, some people don't like that map, or this map. That JRPG kind of style going on, where, or Final Fantasy, the old RPGs where you get sucked into a screen, and it all changes to a different angle, and then you have a fight, and I quite like it. I think it works well in this. I mean, graphically, I think this game's really pretty for such an old game. It's the town of Ruto. I know it's kind of blasphemy, I guess, but I prefer this to the first game. A lot of people who I speak to or have spoke to in the past prefer the original game, the first game, but I like this a lot. But then again, I loved Simon's Quest, and this game reminds me of that. I don't know which came first. I think this came before Simon's Quest, actually. But reviews. Got my little bit of paper nearly blowing away from the from the breeze I've got going on in my office here from the fan. I've got my tower fan on again, guys, if you can hear it. It's just so warm when I've got the window closed. And I have to close the window, because otherwise you'll hear the dog from down the street barking and that kind of thing. But anyway, reviews. OneUp.com gave it a 65 out of 100 on the Game Boy Advance, though. GameSpot gave it a 6.9 out of 10. Again, Game Boy Advance. Play. Remember Play magazine? So this would have been back in the day, an actual magazine, not a website, reviewing the game years later. So yeah, this would have been back in the 90s, late 80s, 90s? 90s, wasn't it, this game? Anyway, Play magazine gave it 91% NES version. So... oh, I hate those things. But I'm pretty sure, guys, this was late 80s, you know. I'm pretty sure it was. Let me know in the comments. I won't Google it. Google is cheating. I like hearing from you guys. Now, I was saying in the video where I looked at the first game that is... I thought that was one of the hardest Zeldas. This is up there as well. This is tough. Look at these guys. I don't remember them at all, the guys with the spears. This is like, throws you straight in as well, doesn't it? You just start in that place where I assume it's Zelda laying in the bed. Is she supposed to be in like some sort of deep sleep? I can't remember the story with this one. And you just play. It doesn't tell you anything, and you got to go out and quest and adventure and find out what the hell is going on for yourself. And I loved the vagueness with Zelda. And if you did miss any of the previous videos, I did bring up Dark Souls. I'm a big lover of the Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Elden Ring games. And Miyazaki, the developer or the creator of that series, is heavily influenced by these old NES Zelda games. So it always is something to bear in mind when you are playing the Souls games, because they're very vague as well. Because I don't really know where I'm supposed to be going here, and I absolutely love it. Because I hate video games that hold your hand. I'm not trying to be like elitist or like I'm amazing at games, because I'm not amazing at games. I'm okay at some games and I'm terrible at others, but the point I'm making is I like being left to my own devices. I don't like it in modern gaming where you just get prompts for everything and like quick time events for everything. I mean, the Uncharted games is a good example, and I really love Uncharted 2 and the last one, 4, whatever it was called. But even those games, it's like hit X, hit X, hit X, like, and it does it for you. And this, I know they're kind of supposed to be like cinematic experiences, but I just don't enjoy that. I like being left to it. That's probably why I love the survival games so much, because they just throw you in and it's just like you just die and die and die and try and figure it all out. And that's what gaming was like back then, back in the late 80s, the 90s, when I was playing games for the first time as a kid. it took you to another world. Basically, it was a magical time. I know it sounds a little bit cheesy, but it was. This is cool though. I'm trying to work out how I get the torch, if there is a torch to get in this. I'm pretty sure there is, and it lights up these caves. Or am I thinking of a different game, guys? Again, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you thought of this Zelda. Very Marmite game. It's one of the first NES games I played, actually. It's the heart alarm going. I say that in every Zelda episode, don't I? There's a ferry, but I can't get to it because you can't go near the water. You can't... Yeah, you can't walk onto that water at all. I haven't played this since 1991, 92. Like, literally years and years ago. I think we spoke to this dude. Oh, it's annoying me, that alarm is. Please, let me help you. Come inside. Oh. Alright then. How do I get in though? I'm pressing up on the D-pad. Oh, she's come back out. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. Hey, so you just... I can restore your life. Yeah, you have to sneak in with her basically when the door opens. Because I did initially think, what's going on here? I didn't remember any adult themes in this. Only the hammer can destroy the blockage. The blockage? The blockade. I was doing so well up until then. So that's the blockade there, isn't it? I think. Music's gone a bit crazy for me. I don't know if that's an emulation glitch. I don't think it is, you know. I think it works well as a side-scroller, Zelda. I'd like to... Yeah, I'd like to see Nintendo do this kind of thing again, but with obviously better visuals now and more... I don't know, more Zelda feeling, if that's even such a turn of phrase. Oh, here we go. But, yeah, this is cool. This is a cool game. But I don't know, I'm going to go back to that. For me, it doesn't feel like Zelda, and some people say that about Breath of the Wild. They love it as a game in its own right. But to them, it doesn't feel like a Zelda game, where to me it does, but this doesn't. But it's just because I'm thinking of Simon's Quest. But anyway, guys. Yeah, that's Zelda 2. It's cool. It's a cool game. It's worth your time if you like, or you want to go back to these old classics. I prefer it to the original, like I said earlier. Look out for more content coming to the channel. Look out for the next installment of the Zelda. Whatever it's called, on the N64. I'll speak to you all soon!